Hey, this is Steve Horvath at the 3rd Annual Greater Philadelphia Sports Show in Oaks, PA. Hey, we're here until Sunday. Come out and see us. I've got a guy with me who I had never met until today, but I talk to all the time via that box thing they call a computer. I know, I'm a dinosaur, I'm an old guy and all that stuff, but I'm getting into social media, okay? And I got this guy that I always call him Fun Seafish because I don't know how to pronounce what it is when he tweets me, but I'm here with Matt. And Matt, who are you? You're not Fun Seafish, are you?
No, I run a small blog, called The Functioning Fishaholics. We're basically, southeastern PA, just a bunch of guys that like to go out and fish and talk about it online.
Right.
Nothing special.
Mm-hmm.
My specialty is kind of social media,
Right.
especially in the outdoor world and kind of talking to people and doing stuff like that.
Right. So my complete understanding of social media goes a little bit like this. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm at Steve Horvath 1 at Twitter. I know that. I always used to say, hey, Steve Horvath 1 at Twitter, but it's at Steve Horvath 1 on Twitter.
Yeah, the at symbol is important.
Right. So tell me all about this Twittering and tweeting and how somebody can use it to actually learn more about the sports they love.
Definitely. The nice thing about the outdoor world is most of the companies are kind of older generation. They're not used to all that stuff online. So as an angler, it really, if you're used to using these social media tools, you can hop on there, you can talk to guys that you would never have any possible chance of meeting in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Mercer,
Sure.
Bassmasters. I've actually talked to him on Twitter a lot.
Right.
Mike D from Lunkerville. I
Okay.
helped him set his Twitter up.
I watch his show.
Yeah, and here I am, some small nobody, compared
you're
to these.
somebody.
Well, I guess now I got the T-shirt.
You're the
right.
functional fishaholic guy, man. You're somebody. He's somebody. He really is somebody.
The message here is, anybody can talk to these guys. It's one of those things like, if you're a brand, if you're a personality, you're there because you're trying to get attention. You're trying to get people to look at your product. Like you guys have your videos up there.
Right.
You're talking to millions of people through this little website.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a link. And the nice thing about Twitter is, once you start talking to people, everybody helps each other out.
Right.
As you guys see, I retweet all of your stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Not because, I want to show off for you guys, but
Right.
because the people that follow me want to see your stuff. It's cool.
He thinks we're fantastic.
So,
sorry, I'm a ham.
No, that's great. That's great. But the nice thing is, you get to talking to people. And here I am sitting here in Delaware Valley Outdoors, a seat.
Right.
I was watching Gary Loomis sit here a couple days ago. I'm in the same seat.
Gary Loomis. I'm still not over it. I have a man crush on the guy, Gary Loomis.
I couldn't even work up the nerve to talk to him.
Oh, I would have been like, hamina. But they sat him in the seat, and I didn't have any choice but to talk to him.
But, here I am. Social media, all that stuff. But
Yeah, chances are we would have never met.
Yeah.
If it wasn't
definitely,
for
yeah.
retweeting and tweeting.
Yep.
Now, tell me about this whole retweeting thing, okay? I know that I go out there, I log on to like TweetDeck, one finger typing, and I tweet something out. I use all my characters if I'm smart enough. If not, sometimes it's like a 30-character deal. And you get it, and you do this retweet. Now, what does that mean?
A retweet is basically, like right now I have 1,500 plus followers on Twitter. Big milestone, right?
I got like 12.
And they're mostly fishermen and hunters and, people in the business, whatever.
Right.
But a retweet is basically, the people that I follow, I see their stuff come in. All right. So if I see something cool, like the Gary Loomis interview,
Right.
I say that's pretty cool. I think the people that follow me are going to like this too. So I do the little retweet on there. And if you're on the website, you just type RT and, basically copy what, you guys had in there or hit the retweet button
Right.
on TweetDeck. And what that does is it takes what you put out and it shares it with everybody that follows me.
Right.
So now 1,500 people know about you guys and the awesome videos that you're doing.
Right.
So
He said awesome. Awesome! Now, okay. Now, say I'm new to this whole social media thing, and I go on to, let's say Twitter, since we're talking about Twitter, okay? Here I am, how do I find people on Twitter that are looking for the same thing I am? How do I do like a search and find Twitter friends and tweets?
Well, here's the awesome thing, right? You go to twitter.com.
Right.
They have that little search bar up top.
Right.
Just go up there, fishing, hit enter. You get a search for everybody looking for fishing. You like striper fishing, type in striper fishing. Awesome thing about social media, especially Twitter, is somebody else is going to be talking about it. So if you like fishing for small bluegills, you can type in small bluegills, and you'll find people that are just like you, that just want to talk about the same stuff, and you can sit there all day and talk about, striper fishing.
Okay. You can go to @DVOProducer at Twitter, and you can talk to Mike too, because sometimes he gets lonely behind the scenes. Mike's a really nice guy, but sometimes he is a little lonely. So if you go to @DVOProducer, I picked a bad day to stop methamphetamine, I gotta tell you. @DVOProducer on Twitter. You will hook up with Mike Haney, our producer, and you can ask him all kinds of crazy questions. Order him pizzas, have him sent to his house, whatever you can possibly do on Twitter. Please Twitter Mike.
Yeah, and
he says we should move on now. He's embarrassed. He's turning all red in his little booth.
Well, I'm Funkfish, at FUNCFISH,
Right.
Fun Sea Fish, whatever.
Now, do you do the Facebook thing too?
I did Facebook for a while. I'm a big Google Analytics guy. I'm looking, at my stats and seeing where people are coming from. I keep track, right? I know where people are coming from when they come to the website.
Right.
And Facebook just wasn't doing it for
me.
And,
and you reach a lot more people on Twitter.
Yeah, I've had so much more success with Twitter. I think Facebook's kind of overdone. I think in our space, I don't think it's as easy for people to use it to communicate.
Friends with me.
Yeah, you friends. I mean, I have followers. You may have friends on Twitter. Followers. But I've been doing Google Plus. I don't know if you heard about that. It's Google's little social network thing.
Yep.
That's a good mix between Twitter and Facebook. I'm liking it a lot. I know it's not the popular one out there, but it's going to grow and it's going to get a lot better. So between Twitter and Google Plus, it's kind of where I live.
Okay. Now here's the hard question: do you ever get away from your computer and actually fish?
The nice thing is about social media and technology is this thing. 90% of my tweets and social media
are while you're fishing?
Can come while I'm fishing. So if I catch that fisher, bass of a lifetime, I can snap a picture and everybody can know about it that instant.
You want to hear something? My phone doesn't even have a camera.
Uh-oh. You have a dumb phone? Not a smartphone?
The operator's dumb. But no, I've got the oldest cell phone in the world. It still comes in a briefcase that you carry with you. And it's got the extension cord that goes into the lighter in the
bag
truck.
phone?
Yeah.
Well, they double as a tackle box, You can put
exactly. Yeah. It's tough dialing a number and getting a crankbait stuck in your hand.
And that rotary dial?
Yeah. I still have a rotary dial phone at home. And my kids talk to me via tin cans from bedroom to bedroom. So I'm not a technology guy, but I'm into this Twitter thing, and it's funny.
It's easy,
I go on Twitter and tweet something. Next thing you know, somebody in Kentucky, in a place that I've never, ever been to, is talking about me.
Yep.
And I get these alerts. Somebody just talked about you on Twitter. And I'm like, what'd he say? What'd he say? I'm going to smack that guy. And normally it's nice
You know what? Let me put out a public service announcement to anybody that does use Twitter. If you ever see those links that say somebody's talking bad about you or anything that would make you click it that, you don't know what it is or where it's coming from.
I keep getting messages from Justin Bieber. Do I look like a teenage girl? Justin Bieber Twitters me.
But if you see those somebody's talking about you messages, don't click them.
It's like a virus?
It's what it is you can actually go through and steal somebody's password that way, and the people that are sending those to you are people that kind of clicked it already. So if you do accidentally click it, just go in and change your password and you should be okay. But
cool.
Be careful.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. This is way beyond my scope of understanding. I got to tell you, for all you youngsters out there, you whippersnappers, hey, talk to this guy, Mr. Functional Fishaholic at
at Funkfish.
That's it. Funkfish.
Yep.
And Twitter.
And, any of your viewers out there, if you guys are having trouble with Twitter or you're a brand and you don't know what to do in the social media stuff,
Contact him.
give me, let me know.
Yeah.
I give free advice. I give lots of shout outs on my blog. I love posting, tackle companies and organizations and stuff like that. Anything I can do to help anybody in the fishing industry, hit me up. Let me know. I'm here.
That's great.
That's what I do.
Hey, I'm Steve Horvath, and we are out of here because we're going back to the 3rd annual Greater Philadelphia Sports Show at Oaks, PA.